Hello, welcome to tonight's show, everyone. Thank you for everyone who's joined in tonight. Thank you so much. Let's see, got quite a few in already. Give me a second. Hello, Chloe. Sorry, I can't read the name. I'm dyslexic. Sorry. Richie. Hello. Abandoned Exploded Mike. Hello again. Please forgive me. David Clark. Thomas as well. We got Vicky in. Thank you very much. Exploring with Gav. Met up with him this week. Adrian Cable. David Clark. Yeah, I've said that. David Clark, yeah. Cool. Got Icy Diamond in as well. OK Computers. ALW Expiration. Welcome in. Yep. Thank you very much for, like I say, tuning in. Actually hit 4,000 watch hours now, so thank you all spending your hard-earned time watching my videos. Much appreciate it. All the love out there. Cool. Just need a few more subscribers now, so if you know anyone who's not subscribed, share out my channel, and yeah, we'll go from there. That's all you can do. Cheers. Much appreciate everyone. I think I've spoiled you over the last week. I think it's 3 videos I put out in a live stream, and I'm not too sure. Can't be bothered checking. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. The last one was quite funny, I thought. So I thought, pardon me. I thought I'll phone them up, see what they say, whether I'm allowed to do it and all that. So they said that. Well, you heard what they said on the video. I'm allowed to do it if you don't damage it. So yeah, always record it as well, so you know they can't come back with you on you saying you've damaged the locker and stuff like that, because obviously it's not damaged. And yeah, but it's pretty funny, I thought. There's quite a few videos out there how to take the clamp off, but they're mainly destroying them and cutting them up and stuff like that. There are a few that have done it my way, but I don't think no one actually got a conversation out of the wheel clampers like I did. We've got a few more people in now. Let's see who else has came in. Where was we? You alright, mate? Georgia Gav? Yeah. Random TV. Cool. We've got D in. Hello, D. Did I say Random TV? If I didn't, I did now. Mark Urbex. Cool. Richie Willock. Yep. Cool. Yeah. Also, I came across this map. I thought I lost it, but now I've found it, of course, because it's here. And I'll show you what it is. Basically, it's a map of a... Did it say the name there? No. I didn't know. It's a map of an old quarry. So I thought I've lost that, but I found it again. So you know what that means? An underground explorer will be coming up soon. So fingers crossed we won't get lost. Yeah. I do like my underground stuff. Yeah, it's quite good. Once you're down there, it's all peaceful-ish, apart from the strange noises coming around the system or the complex you're in or whatever. Last time we was there was a big cracking noise, and we heard the wood crack, and yeah, that's on the way out, and it sounded loud. So it could have been one of them support posts that go up, and it cracks when it obviously it's going to give way to warn people. So that was a bit crazy. But yeah, I slipped as well in last time, but nothing major to report on. But it was good to explore. It's like a maze in there. That's why it's called a maze. The maze mine, the NW mine, meaning Northwest mine, because in the Northwest, and it's like a maze. Yeah, that's hence the name. There's got to be a few little odd things coming on my channel, and what I mean odd things is like this title doesn't make sense too much, maybe, but I'm just trying little bits out and seeing what happens. It's all experimenting with the algorithm with YouTube, basically. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And yeah, that's what it is going. So you might see a few little bits and bobs, but stay with us. This week I've got an Urbex video I'll try and put out by next Tuesday, and it should be quite good. And you've seen the drone footage of it, and now I'm going to release the actual Urbex video of it inside when we got in. If you hadn't already guessed, well, I'll just leave it to you to see whether you know what I'm talking about, which video I'm talking about I'm going to release. And then we'll know who watches my videos. Yeah, a little testing, is it? Yeah, testing you. Sorry for putting you on the spot, but let's say if anyone comes up with the right video. I do know there's a bit of a delay on the chat, so because it's working through StreamYard, I can't see what's happening straight away off StreamYard. But I can get that going for you so you can see that maybe in the background. Wheel clamping is legal on private land only. The DVLA can clamp. Yeah, they can clamp, but also the clamping firm is separate from the DVLA because they make their money from the clamp. And like I say, if you can take the clamp off and you got permission off them like I did to take the clamp off, well, you just chain it to the nearest fence and let them come and grab it, don't they? Phone them up to tell them to come and collect it. Because at the end of the day, the council have, well, not the council, but the DVLA have paid a payment tax, so they've got their money, so they're happy. And like you say, like the wheel clamping firm said, it's a civil matter, so whether they want to take us to court or not, and if they do, what for? Loss of earnings. Well, it would have been my loss of earnings if they paid, wouldn't it, really? So, yeah. Cool. Looks like no one's put in what me Urbex will be, what I'm going to put out. Well, it will be the Greymere Lane police station. It's my second police station that I've actually done. So I'm going to try and get that out for next Tuesday. So fingers crossed with that one. I am a little bit busy this week. Got a great location to go and film and document and stuff, but that won't be coming out for a couple of weeks now, at least. A good few weeks. So don't get your hopes up for that one. Oh, we've got an old guy here. Not an old guy, but yeah, an old friend there. Blind Explorer. Long time no see. Cool. How are you doing down there? You enjoying it down south? I hope you are. Nice to see you in anyway. Yeah, so that's the video I'm going to release next week, hopefully before next live stream. 1 minute. What it is, I've had a takeaway, Indian takeaway curry, so I've scoffed after that down before I come on air, and obviously I'm going to finish it off later when I come off. Yeah. So a bit bloated. Yeah, it's good, just busy. Okay. Cool. I hope everything's going alright with you, mate. Cheers. Nice to see you to come on and keep watching my videos and stuff. Yeah. Cool. Shame we didn't get to meet up in the end before you shot away from Manchester. So, yeah. Who knows? We might meet up sometime in the future. Fingers crossed, maybe. I'll just throw the link up if anyone wants to come up. Oh, press the wrong one there, didn't I? Yeah, I'm busy out again tomorrow doing a bit of filming, hopefully. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Weekend, I've got another location to hit up. So that should be guaranteed. So that should be quite good. Did anyone see Sam and Jesse's last video? What they put up? I know I've got to ask the question and then got to wait. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So let's see what else is everyone's saying. Traveling around after lockdown. Yeah, it's good for your mental health getting out though, because he's banged up. It's just like in prison, aren't you? And prison can get depressing and stuff like that. So I wouldn't know because I never got banged up in prison. But yeah, you got to. Sometimes it's just very peaceful. Even my mum, she's self-isolating, and she's sometimes bored so much it's driving her crazy, and she needs to come out, and I take her out as well. So just a bit of Tom then. I don't know. Yeah, just to the park or something. So yeah, just to get out, and it's nice to see out. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yep, we've got our first victim, our first guest up. Yep, it's the person in the big house. Strange ways. Yeah, it's like a prison. In the big house. Yeah. Well, Strange Ways is the local one in Manchester, so yeah, and it was in Manchester, so I can see where he's saying that. So we got another one up. Like buses don't come at once. You wait for ages, none come, then they all come at once. It's good to see everyone coming up though. Yeah, that's true, Mike. Abandoned exploring, Mike. It's a bit of fresh air is always good. Oh, let's get this old guy on first. Any guess who he is? I'll give you a clue. He's got a bald napper, a bald head. So let's see if anyone gets it right. It looks about, what can I say? I say a good 60. Yeah, a good 60. Let's see if anyone knows. Urban Lad Yorkshire? No. I know it was his birthday last week, but he didn't age that much. Yeah. Any more ideas? Oh, yep. Icy Diamond's got him one. Let's get him up.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Ian.
Hello.
So, how are you?
Not too bad. Just let's get the other people up while getting them all up. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Squeeze over, everyone. Here comes someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Now I'm matching the crowd, don't I?
How's it going?
Yeah, still
Yeah,
good.
good
It
thanks,
does look
mate.
different, doesn't it, with that?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, it
Why not?
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Why not is the
It's one of
question,
those-
not why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
sometimes.
Everyone in
see?
the chat.
Yeah. Do you see any of you see ALW's video before?
Yeah, that was great. That learned something as well. So
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Did they ever find out what caused the engine to fail?
No, but the DT524, the second one that lost its engine and crashed, the Halifaxes that were used for trading at the heavy conversion unit were like the high mileage ones that even the RAF thought that ain't even going to make it to Germany and back again. So we'll just fly it like locally for training. So they were, they were cream crackered sort of thing. They were just sort of patching up to get them airworthy just to do little training sorties, but they lost. Just from RAF recall, they lost 72 Halifaxes in training accidents that just broke up and crashed and things like that. And
Was that down to the quality of them or something? Or
they're just worn out. These were aircraft that were getting built as fast as they could, and they were flying to and from Germany. And the ones that didn't get shot down, they were just wearing out that fast because they were just they were just getting paggered, really.
yeah,
So yeah,
just getting a few comments up while you're speaking. That's all.
Yeah, the early Halifaxes, Mark 1 and Mark 2s, they couldn't feather the props, which is where the propeller pitch angle, you can't adjust it, so it's fixed. So if the engine seizes up, it causes loads of drag on that engine. They have massive force on the front of it, and if the airframe is quite old, it just broke it up.
Yeah, basically, what you mean by that is the propellers themselves, instead of just spin round, they rotate slightly, the different speed as it spins, and obviously more faster you go, they alter slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, if an engine stops, you can feather the prop so it's sort of flat, so the air can go around it. Whereas if it's like in full pitch, it's just that it's got that wall of air against it. So all that pressure against that engine was too much because it sounds like the engine failed. That's why it puffed a load of smoke out. And then if you have both the port engines running quite high, because it was in sort of doing combat air patrol and doing high energy turns, if they were at quite a lot of power and you lose 50% of the power on one wing, it causes a thing called dynamic rollover, where you got too much power on one side and it actually tips the airplane up, which is what happened to the Concorde that crashed as well. A similar thing, flying out of Charles de Gaulle, the Concorde lost an engine and that caused that to roll over onto its back and crash. Similar thing.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty scary, actually.
So when your Halifaxes were made, do you know? A rough idea?
I can't remember. I've got it all written down in my transcript. It was about 8,000, I believe. About 8,000 Halifaxes.
70 out of in trading, it's not too bad because it could be down
just
to
from that one Air Force base. That's just from
one Air
RAF.
Force.
Yeah, that's just one from one Air Force base.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you had 1,800 was shot. Sorry, Richie.
You said 7,000, and you think of how many there are left or whatever, and it's like, that's amazing how many went through. Like they made 7,000 Lancasters, and you think of how many still actually survive, and it's like, wow, it's a lot of airplane.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Someone's asking in the chat, why has Alex got a bald cap on? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that
Your
one.
question is as good as mine.
Yeah. Hello, Glenn Watkins. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Maybe all should wear them. We're mixing out, maybe.
It does look different though, doesn't it? Quite a lot. If you glance at the screen, you think that's not Alex.
Do you know what, that? If we did all wear them, Urban Legend, Urban Legend Yorkshire would actually have to put a hairy one on.
The hermit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, backwards flip. Everyone who's not bald, and whoever is bald wears a wig. Like, might as well.
If I turn around, you'll see my hair. No, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, at the back.
Okay.
Yeah, like a monk. That's what monks did, wasn't it? They were bald with just like a ring.
Oh, yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah.
Hmm.
There's a message for you, Alex.
Cool. How you
Do you
doing?
read it?
Oh,
It's always
yeah.
funny.
The
Funny
end.
and
was
random.
interesting.
I was on his show earlier on as well. Then I shot over to yours. Then I got Scran. I miss Scran, and then got on this. Oh, look who it is! It's the Mad Welshman.
Hey, oh, excellent.
Tell you what, I got ganged up on them all this week. There's 4 people from Wales came to me, yeah, around me, yeah.
Wow.
Met up with them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
Gav's
say they
from
were all
Wales.
Welsh, but they weren't Welsh. One of them wasn't. He just lives there.
Yeah, Gav's in. So he came round, didn't he?
What curry was it you had tonight?
Chicken tikka vindaloo.
The same as with ALW, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was nice, that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was nice. Yeah, nice
that's
curry.
one of my favourites.
It was like a mid-explore curry, wasn't it? So we've done one explore, had a curry at your house, then went out and did 2 or 3 more after that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Sorted me out, though. I needed that. You can't explore on an empty stomach.
Oh,
You need them
Oh.
kcals and trans fats.
But the other question is, do you really want to be in a tunnel system after having a Vindaloo, though? You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in there.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find a picture of him having his scran at mine.
Yeah. Yeah, on a Range Rover Turbo.
Yeah.
Caves seem fun to go in.
Not the one those two went in.
I have no idea which one they went in.
A very wet one. It was dry when they got in and then it flooded.
Oh,
It was like a storm drain that became
Oh,
active.
that
when they
one.
were in. Yeah. Old fancy
I'm
that one.
still looking forward to going back in there. We are going to do it again. We will really still get to the end. So, yeah.
make sure you get a dinghy with you so you can just like whoosh down the tunnel.
I've already bought it. I've already bought it for the next time we go down. I bought a dinghy for the next time we go down. So,
Not for
problem
me.
is, we're going to have to blow it up whilst down there. So,
Yeah. You have to be
There
careful.
it is.
Oh, sorry.
Found him there enjoying his scran.
From a poppadom.
That's a lot of curry.
Yeah. A bottle of full fat Coke to wash it down with.
That's the one. Stay nice
Yeah, it
and
was nice. It was lovely, that. Yeah.
fit.
Vindaloo beer. Yeah, it was cool. It was cola. I didn't have a beer that night.
No, you was driving. So you didn't have a beer.
I was. I was. Yeah. That. Yeah, the truck's in for service and repair at the minute because it was. It had a slight oil leak, so that's in. That's in at the minute. Yeah, congratulations to Leah Taffy. Yeah, nice one.
Have you seen Tappy's new video? One of them little shorts ones again.
Right. Okay.
That's all I'm saying about it. So yeah.
I'm not getting involved in that. That's the only way to do it. ALW. Yeah. Cola. Hello,
Good night.
Alexi.
Becca, nice to see you in. Pardon me. Can I just also say, while there's a few of us in, there's a few people that's not actually done the project, the so-called competition. If you want to finish your videos off what I've sent you, and once you've had time to do it, send them back to me, and like I say, I'll do a show and put them up on a separate show. So cool. I've got one from Hooper, is it?
Hooper, that name rings a bell.
Yeah, he's comes in the chat quite a few times.
Yeah.
That's the Hooper that's causing thingy problems, is it?
No.
Oh, it's a different Hooper. Right.
Is it Hooper?
It might not
The
be.
skateboarding guy.
It's Jasper E.
Jasper E, that's it. Yeah, Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooper used to play for Celtic, didn't he?
I don't know, but he always gets people's names wrong, so I do. So, hey. I might put a title up next week. Whose name do we get wrong this week?
Yeah. Want me to just upload it to my channel there? But Taff is saying, do you want him to upload it to his channel? The competition thingy. I believe him.
If you can send it to me by email, Taff. Still waiting for him. Yeah, that's another one I forgot. Waiting for. Bexy there as well.
Just been really snowed. Yeah, I know the feeling there, Bexy. Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's what I mean. It doesn't matter whether it's late. I'll just show them when. I'll give it a few more weeks, and when they come in, I'll just release them. Know what I mean? Show everyone. So yeah, cool. I much appreciate everyone who's took part and who's going to take part and whatever, and everyone who's just watched it even. So yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a good one.
It was good fun. I enjoyed it.
We'll suss it out anyway, Taffy. Yeah.
Hello, Mr.
Oh,
John.
what, Mr. John? Hello, Mr. John.
Bango.
Oh,
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Cool.
Yeah, John. Somebody's nicked your name. A troll has nicked your name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not 100% the same, was it? It was slightly different at the end.
Different. These trolls, they're getting out of control.
Yeah.
Jeez.
you see, the way to not have a troll is to be so few numbers in subscribers and viewers and view count like I am. No one's got a troll of me. Absolutely no one. So that's the way to do it. Stay below that subscriber count and no one will troll you. No one will try and pretend to be you. So.
Right, you heard it first on this channel. When Ricky Wellock goes live for his first live stream, let's all go over and troll him.
Yeah, that's the exact same one, John.
So you don't feel lonely. Show him some love by the trolls.
At one point, I had loads come in. I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah. Basically, what they do, they just go to type in live stream on YouTube and see what channels come up, and then just jump on each channel and see what they can do. Then move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think trolls like me anymore after what I did to them.
I don't even know what you did to him. But was it physical?
Like talking about them now, and they're going to go, what can we do really now? So.
Yeah, we're all going to get them now.
Yeah, no, I was just having a laugh with them. I think they'll get more annoyed than actually annoying me.
Yeah.
At first they did, but nah.
Doesn't matter at the end of the day, it's all watch time for you, isn't it? On your channel.
Yeah. That's what they don't get, innit? They're all skulking about in the background, giving you watch time.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Just leave them to it, that's what I say, if you know what I mean. As long as they don't use bad words or slag people off too much. Know what I mean? Just leave them to it. Because at the end of the day, you get some weirdos that watch child this and child that, and even animal this and animal that, and get off on it. Some people might get off on doing this or doing that. So as long as they're just doing it nicely and not annoying no one too much, leave them to it.
But the swearing and the language-wise, you can't obviously make most of that. You can kind of filter out by putting stuff in your preference. Hey, it's a good ball.
Yeah, talking with trolls, he's had a fair few as well in the past.
Oh,
I thought you meant in there. I was like, where are you going with that?
No, there was one.
He's got the most trolls.
I'm checking the chat, so I can't get it on here.
Yeah, no worries.
Mash or something, or Mosh, or something like that.
He's not only got trolls, he's got people who follow him, people who watch out for him.
Yeah, that's it.
Hello, Lisa for TV.
Just popped in to say hello. Hi, Lucy.
Cool.
Secrets. Yeah. There we go now. He still gets grief for it.
I've got rid of the square box around my face.
Yeah, that was really annoying, to be honest. Crosshairs. What was that about?
That's the auto.
It was. It's going around your face like that. It was so annoying. It's like you trying to hit it with like a fly. Get away.
Yeah.
That's how annoying it was.
My apologies to that. It's just so I didn't think it was that annoying. So everyone sounds annoying. I don't know.
Secret sausage.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Well, at least you've listened, you know what I mean, to people who are commenting and stuff. So, yeah. That's what you got to do. It's not easy trying to keep up with the chat and talk at the same time on the live stream and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I do catch. Sometimes I catch it. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You were saying about a school that you walked past and it's getting demoed at the moment.
What, me?
Yeah.
No, that's the college. They.
Was it the college?
Half of the building was gone. I thought, what's going on over there? I went in there. I did film it. Don't know if I'm going to upload it or not, depending on what I'm going to do. I thought, let's go in there, see what it looks like now. Half of it is like gone. Literally, now half of the building gone.
Well, at least you recorded it before it's gone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've got the full footage of it as well. The building's still there intact. But now I've got it just rubble. But there's a couple of buildings I got in, which is good. So I never could get into them before. But
that's cool, that.
So
nice.
And then you can even do a video in a year or so, even if they build houses there and say, look what it's turned into now.
Yeah,
So like it history. And them type of videos we get mature with the age. Like, say, have you heard of 19-0? Say that he's looking for an old thing on the internet now. They didn't have the internet back then, but obviously he's got to go through all the archives what have been posted up on the internet. But it would be easy for people in the future to say, right, I want to check this place out. Let's check the history out, and then, hey, presto, your videos come up or whatever. It just matures with age.
Yeah. I also actually be a student there as well.
Yeah, so you've got personal history of the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting, that place. Yeah.
Supercribe. It's free. Supercribe, it's free. Yeah, the old typo. I did that on my latest video. It was all up, ready, everything. I've done titles, tags, all that jazz. It was scheduled, and I think I've done 3 spelling mistakes in the like overlays. I thought, I can't do it. But you can't just go into YouTube and just change it. You have to do them. Like go back in the editor and do it all in that, and upload it all again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know a lot about Manchester? It appears he does. Well, he does. I mean, his videos pretty awesome. I was just catching up on his latest James Brindley one earlier, where there's this like massive machine underground. Because back then, obviously, they couldn't just have a hoist. And it was before like electricity, so they had to use water and horses and all these big cogs and gears to lift materials off the canal barge up onto where the people were, up at the market. And they had this massive expanse of all different canalways and stuff just to do that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've been there, the actual place itself.
Oh, yeah.
Not in the Gibbons where Martin went,
down
but
yeah.
at the top. I was driving past it. This is months ago, and just thought, "What's that?" Because it's like a plaque, and like you say, there's holes going down. So you look down and you see all the workings. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And then Martin Zero did his film there.
Yeah. He knows a lot about most things, apparently. I think he does, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
It's either
Yeah.
Fantastic man.
really good at finding it, but I think he's pretty knowledgeable.
Well, say that again, please.
But he's either really knowledgeable, which I think he is, or he's really good at flagging it. So
He's winging it. Yeah.
I'll just say that people will think that it's right, because I've got it all right in past. But no, I think he's. I think he does a lot of research before. I watched a video of his, and he actually had a lot of information in front of him, which he's done prior to, for when he actually did the X4, and it's like he obviously does the research for him beforehand. That's really cool. I wish I could do it as good as he does, because when you take a piece of paper to try and kind of orchestrate and kind of do the actual vocalization of what you're actually in and out at, a lot of times it will sound as if it's mechanical if you're reading off the paper or whatever, but he does it feels so good. And he's
So fluid.
Yeah, so fluid, and he's got his humour in with it, and it's bang, So it's not a surprise that he's done so well, because he just does it in such a way that it's just pleasurable to watch. So,
And he beat me on Carl's music quiz, the swine.
He beat everyone.
He started late. He made just like pasted everyone, absolutely pasted everyone. And that's funny.
It was good fun though. Good fun.
Yeah,
It was.
He was quite biased in the actual fact that everyone else wasn't from Manchester, and it was on Manchester music. So kind of had the upper hand, even though we started late. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good fun. He does. He does.
hey, Carl in the chat. Cool.
Hey,
Hello,
Carl.
Carl.
Oh, we were just talking about you, Carl. I know.
And it's
Yeah,
superb
well, it is
quiz.
burning.
Yeah.
That's what it was. His ears were burning. He was watching silently in the background, and he thought, I better mention something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the quiz is back on, not this Friday, the Friday after. I believe that's right.
I wonder what he's doing this time.
I don't know.
Any ideas?
Go on,
Alex? Any ideas for him to do? Any topics?
Music, but he's done that one already, so he can't really do it again.
I reckon 80s TV.
I'll probably struggle
He does. I want to be on camera.
Yeah.
If he does, I definitely. He's actually asked me whose team I want to be on, and I'm like, I'm not bothered. Just put me on a team. He's like, fine, I'll be on ALW's team. I'll be on Secret Vault team, it's fine. I'm not bothered. So, but 80s TV, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
There'd be a good
I think it'll be
variation
good.
to that. There'd be a lot to do with that. That'd be cool.
There is. There's like Chips. There's 18. There's Battle South Africa. There's
Yeah, you've got the American 80s, you've got the UK 80s, you've got children's 80s. So you've got quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
You got the soaps all in the 80s as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
the ones
there's
that
quite
are-
a few there.
Yeah, Brooksides and
if Carl doesn't do that, then you've got a topic for doing on your live chat. Then have you? So
Yeah, and you can have different questions. You can have like say, I want a children's 90s, 80s, and it gives you the children's channel question. I want a soaps 80s question, so it gives you the soap question from the 80s. Or I want an American one. Yeah, so there's a few ideas there for you, Carl. I hope you're taking note.
yeah.
he'd be eating his dinner, just chuckling at his laptop.
Yeah.
Horror films, yeah, Vicky, yeah. I used to watch the old Alf Hitchcock ones. They were good.
And there's another one for him as well.
Go on.
There's another one for him as well. Adverts. No, back in the day, where they always had a saying at the end.
Yeah, catchphrases
like-
and that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the little catchphrase. What advert's this off?
yeah.
Women always like the milk tray or something. No, know what I mean, like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Finger and
apparently-
fudge is
Yeah.
just enough.
You'd have
What's that off?
Yeah, I was right. Cal's eating his dinner. He's not even listening. Yeah.
Chris Smith's, yeah. How much lemonade?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
lemonade. Yeah, Smith Crisp, little wood packets.
Anyone else getting an echo?
As in
Yeah, I
Cool.
the actual thing. Anyone else can think of very iconic 80s advertising that just springs to mind?
Probably all of it. It's all dodgy, wasn't it? Probably, yeah. Just different style, wasn't it? We've got buzzwords. I used to work for Severn Trent Water, and they were coming up with different buzzwords for the bands every 6 months, and you could see where they'd like took the old one off and put new decals on with something else that they thought was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris Hood.
Oh.
Smash adverts with all them robots, yeah.
Hello, Eman's World.
Hey, man.
How's the news going on?
Free man.
Cool.
I thought it was
Bill
me.
and Ben.
Shouldn't be me.
Magic roundabout.
Yeah, mash gets smashed.
Magic
Yeah,
round.
there's another saying there. Mashed potato one. And the is it the crumbliest chocolate in the world?
Yeah, the flakes, yeah. I never understood why she was in a bath and it was all overflowing. I'm like, just turn the taps off.
Bill and Ben, I wasn't in the 80s, was it? So, Bill and Ben
No,
was
was that
like
more
60s, wasn't it? So, was it? All right. I thought Bill and Ben was like this 60s or something like that. So, could be wrong though, but I think Bill and Ben was like black and white, weren't it? I'm sure of it. I'm really
The early ones were.
but
The early ones
they
were, yeah.
chat now.
Yeah.
Being the merciless. The chat. Beans means Heinz, yeah.
Yeah.
John, I only just noticed.
Yeah.
I'll stickle with that. But it's on Carlin Black Label. But yeah, I do. Might have one now, actually. Good idea, Chris. Well
Yeah.
done, mate.
Oh, I've got another beer for me, actually.
Yeah. Good call, Chris. Good call. Capri's
Cheers, everyone.
Caramel. Cheers. Capri's Caramel. Yeah, a bit gooey for me. I just like solid chocolate, like Dairy Milk or Whole Nuts, probably my favourite. Yeah, when I used to go to the pub when they opened them, yeah, if there was like a bar of Whole Nut in the house, I'd just eat it. Just eat a lot.
Jeez.
Yeah, Hartley. Yeah,
Shake that.
Oh,
Fly
that's
fishing.
G.R.
Yeah,
Hartley.
Hartley. Yeah,
That's
That's
Yellow
it.
Pages.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's one for you, then. Try this one.
Oh, Yellow Pages, like that.
Yeah, Yellow Pages, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Once driven, never smitten.
Oh, was that Vauxhall?
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, the Vauxhalls.
Vauxhall one.
Yeah, they're just Peugeots now, aren't they? I think CPR bought them. So that'll
Driven
be
by you.
Driven by you.
That was in the 90s, that.
Driven by you. Yeah, was that
Everything we
Peugeot?
do is driven by you.
Did they make a song of that as well?
Yeah, it's a Ford Transit,
so.
like that.
Yeah, Ford Transit.
Yeah, was that the Transit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even know what Mark Transits are on now, but they're quite nice.
I love a bit of
Yeah,
it.
they look quite nice now, the new ones, don't they?
They're a lot of money though. They're like 35 grand for the M Sport crew cab. You think, what, for a van? You can get like a 3 Series for that. I bet you could get a 5 Series for that, but you can't get 8-foot sheets in a 5 Series, can you? I suppose. Mr.
So we
Soft.
can get roof rack.
Yeah. Yeah, just get stuff delivered to site and just have a 5 Series instead.
Yeah.
That's my vehicle tip for the day. Yeah.
Right.
What's up? Yeah.
What's Oh, that's
yeah.
I know.
But
Wise.
Right.
The 3 frogs.
Yeah, good times.
Happiness is a cigar called.
Hamlet.
So I must have watched a lot of trash TV back then. I don't watch any now.
Well done. I watch YouTube, just like you, AMW. I don't want to get today, so that's for sure.
Yeah. Can't remember last time I put like actual normal TV on. I put
I'll
Sky
be your
on.
dog. Wee Man's there. I know that one.
I'll be your dog.
That's that orange drink.
Tango.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's the orange drink. Oh,
Yeah, all right.
What?
Kiora. That's it. Yeah.
Kiora.
Someone said it in the chat. I didn't guess that. It says it in there.
I'm sure there's another one, but Fraser.
Len, I'm not putting what you think on this ball cap.
Mr. Soft. That's
Nice one. Nice one, Glenn.
Vince, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What one?
Three,
Thomas
four, yeah.
Okay. What one, Thomas? Oh, Thomas in the chat. Hang on. I'll get it in a minute.
Just gonna
I'd
play
say
my
it's more trash as well these days.
Psycho on that, yeah, with the slappy thing, the orange man that slaps people. That was the start of happy slapping, wasn't it?
Quattro.
Tell you what the weird thing is, we can remember all these adverts, yeah, from the 80s, 90s, whatever. Can you remember the last advert from the last YouTube video you watched? No? But
It was
all
actually,
about-
I was. Say again, mate.
It's all ad revenue, isn't it? And I've got to say, I can't even remember the last advert that I just went, I'll skip. So,
There's a Webflow one that's quite good as adverts go. Nigel Farage, obviously, he's always good for a laugh, isn't he?
Yes.
Swans
yeah,
does.
I remember that.
Good old Josh.
Pixel Film Studios are just annoying. What else is there? There's that
You
like
can use
bank
it.
one, isn't there?
That's a
It's always on
bit.
9 zeros.
Think, wasn't it?
Banky one.
Wild.
Oh, I hate adverts. Really hate them.
Nothing goes like a Ringo goes. See, a lot of these you can't do now, can you? Hyper
No.
now. A spitting image. Yeah,
Cool.
I used to have a spitting image 45 record, and one side was, well, you can't even say it anymore. Yeah, I can't say anything. I can't even name the tracks on it because you'll just get like,
Yeah, it's not PC no more.
no.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy. Isn't it?
Blue
Was it
Sky,
ever PC? Yeah.
Well, no, but the world's gone PC crazy now, isn't it? You're not allowed to sneeze without getting suspended.
No, you can't do anything.
Yeah. It's a shame that people take things to heart too much at times.
But do they? Or are we just in a society which we go, oh, just in case, on that very minute possibility? I think that's what the world we live in. I don't think many people do get offended or insulted. I think a lot of people have the mindology of, oh, what if someone could? Possibly. It's potential. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why a lot of big YouTubers, you know, with like million subscribers or more, won't even touch TV when TV approach them because the TV channels are a bit like, well, he's got a load of big fan base, so we'll capture that and put him on our channel, and it's the worst thing you could ever do, really, in my opinion. And a lot of them always say no because it's just you just open yourself up to all that rubbish. You might as well just do it on here.
Yeah. Freshness. Yeah, put the freshness back. Shaking
Shaking
back.
Yeah. This community is way less toxic than others.
And in my head, I'm singing that song now as well.
Are you waving at there then?
Natalie, Lucy, Alice.
Hello.
The Terry's chocolate orange advert. Do you remember them?
No, but I think I've got one of them
Where's
down
the
here
hat?
somewhere.
She hides a Terry's chocolate orange, and it was all Indiana Jones, and how he go through
Hi, Natalie.
the massive things falling in the that. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, Ricky, I remember that.
Everyone else, I don't know.
He gets to the end there and swaps it like he does on the film, and then everything starts going on. Yeah. I must admit, the adverts were more entertaining than
Yeah,
creative.
And nowadays, they're just.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't even around in that era when they
I
were
don't know.
interested.
I think it could even be psychological because the adverts we had they're all right, but the TV programs we had back then, when you look back at them, they're rubbish. So what I did, is the actual fact that psychologically we actually look out for the adverts more because what we're watching is rubbish. If you look at what we see on TV these days, okay, there's a lot of CGI and everything else, but realistically, there's quite a lot of good storylines and stuff like that. Maybe we've desensitized to the advert because we expect something so much greater. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into it too much.
Yeah, I don't look into it at all now because I think TV is rubbish. The only reason I turn Skybox on is to go down through to the apps and turn YouTube on. In the beach hut, which is the shed, and in the kitchen, I just watch YouTube through Sky because it's easier.
Chris there saying big break.
That was good.
Yeah, that's another one you could do as well. Back in the 80s TV.
John Berger and
game shows.
Jim Davidson and John Berger. Yeah, it was good. That was good fun. That.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Dusty Bin.
Remember the music to the Castrol's GTX 70s advert? I can't remember.
Was that the? No, it wasn't. Was it the Chariots of Fire? That's the flames going up. That's the 405 car going through the field.
As your 405.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one there. No.
Manty blank. How is everyone? I'm doing good, thanks. Ducks, how are you, mate?
Hello, Jack.
Cool Ducks.
Ducks, you know you put on Instagram, I think it was, that one of the cells on your Mavic battery was less than the others. Is that still a problem, or did it sort itself out?
How much the voltage off?
Boring question for everybody else, but yeah, I'm interested. Bully's special prize.
It's all right. I've got a bigger battery, Ducks. You'll be fine.
You know what?
Put that on your Mavic Mini.
What's the Bully special prize these days? And the actual kind of bullseye video of what they were. Because if you look at the prizes, they're really rubbish. Like, and the top of a range VCR player, and you know, it's one of these big bulky things which would sink a ship. It's like, and Bully special prizes, and if you look at the prizes of today in comparison, they're like really pants. So
yeah, they've done the prizes where, like, obviously they're not a couple. It's two men who go to the pub and play darts, that type of show. They team together, and then they win a caravan between them. Who's going to steal the caravan?
What are we going to do? Split it.
Exactly. Hopeless prizes. You win a car. Wow, we won a car. Have you got a license? No.
Yeah, just park it outside your house. Danger Mouse. It was David Jason did the voice of Penfold, I believe. Never run us running around backland, then land. All right. Okay, I might set the low level thing higher on mine then, so I run them to 25%, then bring them back. Okay. Yeah, I might start doing that. Just have shorter flights. I might start having shorter flights and not, because they're like 110 quid. I've just bought a new one for mine. I don't know where the box is.
Are they pouch cells?
I bought a fourth one for mine because the smart controller will do like 4 flights, but you only have 3 batteries, so I got a 4th battery. But yeah, I remember Dux saying one of his was slightly unbalanced, but yeah, Mr. Secret Vault says that's bad. So sad times, Dux.
Usually, depending on how much the voltage is out. If it's out by like a volt, then it's not good.
I think it was quite a bit. It was on one of his Instagram posts, I believe.
If it's like 0.1 or something, it's fine. But if it's like low, then it's not good.
Yeah, not good. What's he saying?
Who's Carl?
Yeah. Animation tune. Is that a joke or is that one
Not
of the
too sure.
I'm too tired to get jokes at the minute.
Sometimes you can't quite tell with Carl. You know, but
True.
Yeah, nice one, Dux. Yeah, here's one for you, right? Mr. Vault, you might know the answer to this. I was flying my drone today round, let's call it a cement works, a big one. And flying along, had decent signal on the controller and the video feedback, and then just went to weak signal, and I wasn't far away. It just went weak signal, and you know when the screen goes grey, I thought, you know. So I started thinking, I knew sort of where I was roughly without the screen. So I started flying it back, then went return to home. But even when it was coming back, the screen was still grey. And it's never done that to me before on any drone. And it landed, come in and returned home and landed. And I had to turn the drone off, turn it back on before the video feed had come back on. And I don't know why it did it. You know, obviously gets the pulse going a bit, that, because, I don't know, it just stopped working. But turn it off, turn it on, yeah, it was fine. But I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone else.
Have you had an update recently?
No.
I've heard there's a few issues on some of the updates sometimes because some of the phones don't work with some of the upgrades and some do. It depends on the phone as well, I believe. Not too sure though.
Mr. Vault is very much against people getting that updates, and I do agree in some ways, but then again, I don't have a job. So.
Interference or jamming. Yeah, I was wondering if they had a drone jammer. Yeah, it was very strange. Thank you, Mr. Vault.
Had problems with his drone at one point. That it just wouldn't fly or something.
What's that? Exploring Fighters, his drone went down. Oh, no, I'm not seeing that one, no. I don't think.
It's almost 4.12. Actually, those voltages look pretty high. Or was that just me?
4.3, 4.3. It's the Mavic batteries are different voltages, but yeah, 4.12.
Oh, fair enough. I was a little bit confused for a second, is that?
Right, phone in flight mode, yeah. Yeah, that's bad, is it? Right, okay. That's a shame. Yeah.
Dux, do you have a balance structure? That would usually put it back in balance, but
just the charger that comes with it.
Oh, you have to open it. I wouldn't advise that.
Yeah.
I can't show you because it's all leading up, but what comes with it? Aye, Ghost. Sometimes they self-balance when they charge, but yeah, not good. Yeah, I will start doing that though, because I was running mine right down, but I'll try and keep them at 30% or more.
Oh, they self-balance. Still pretty high though.
Yeah.
Low, I meant. Oh yeah, you can't really park, can you? They're not like hobbyist batteries.
No.
Yeah, not like the old RC cars and that.
LiPo battery. I've got one actually on the floor.
That Creo English, they made some e-bikes and they just had a load of cells like you had there, Alex, and they just soldered loads of them together and just put a different hub on the back of the bikes, and they went all the way from, I think they went all the way across the Ukraine on them or something, and they were charging them up on a night, just going to people saying, "Oh, can we plug our plug our charger in, and he had a welding inverter to charge him up. Which I thought,
See, you can get a Type 2 to a 13 amp to plug into those public chargers. You know what EVs use? You can plug into that and use the 13 amp plug to charge the battery up as well. So just stopping one of them and charge it up. People might look at you and go, "What the hell's going on?"
I do it for ground stuff, but not a drone. Yeah, I won't do it for anything that flies. But yeah.
Back in a second.
Okay,
Won't
host.
be far. Not
Yeah,
going
right then.
anywhere.
What should we talk about, Richie? Because me and batteries is probably a bit boring.
I don't
What
know.
else should we talk
That was probably his mum calling us like that.
It'll be his mum.
Used to
It's
be
always
a
his
big
mum.
thing.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
You've got no chance of finding anything, knowledge, wisdom from me on drones because my drone person has just gone off. So I don't know.
What should we talk about?
Have you got any videos coming up? Has Random TV got any videos he wants to promote whilst the legend is off?
I've got 3, but I've got edit.
I know what you mean, Edison. I've got the Great Flood of Sheffield coming out on Thursday. There was a flood in the 1850s. A dam collapsed. The Dale Dyke Dam collapsed when they were filling the reservoir up. A crack formed in the dam wall, and then it collapsed. And then there was, I think it was 3 million cubic meters of water went down the Loxley Valley and wiped half of Sheffield out. But it was long ago enough for most people not to know anything about it. So I've done a video about that. Some people, Adzi, T4, some other people went, Mini Adzi went, and Katie went to a Brickworks recently. They did a video about that. That was built after that flood because that area was, I think it was about 4 stories high, totally underwater. So I've done a video about that. A new Dale Dyke Dam that they built to replace it. There's also a town called Damflask. There was Dam Village that was washed away completely. They built a reservoir on top of where that village was. But that comes out on Thursday at 8 p.m.
Sorry.
That's what I've got. Hello, Carl.
Hey.
Angle.
How you all doing?
John?
How you all doing?
Hello, Mr. John. Hello, Mr. Carl.
How you all doing?
Hi.
How you all doing?
How you all doing? Go on, John.
How you all doing? Hi Richie, hi Random, hi LW, hi Carl, hi Urban UK. How you doing?
Angle,
got
Nice
that?
to see you all.
You got
Hi,
that?
Mr. Eagle.
Chelsea weren't playing wet at the time. They may have been, yeah. They may have been.
Does he like Charles Bronson or something? Is that answer yet, Alex?
What?
It's
Oh,
on
do you like Charles Bronson?
message to Ming the Merciless. Gordon's alive?
Yeah, it's too
William!
far.
Edward!
Have you got the
sorry.
ideas for your quiz yet from this?
Have we chucked him off his stream?
Oh,
What?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no,
Oh,
sorry.
Look where.
I'm the
It's
new
not-
That's good,
Alex
that's
is
good.
trying to do his transformation to becoming the soul.
Delay.
It's a little bit echoey.
Most people when they see Alex, they see this, but this is what I see when I see Alex.
He loves you, Alex.
Well, Carl, you've kind of put us both on the spot at that point.
Yeah. Oh, hello everyone. How are you doing?
Hello. Hi.
Hello, all you northern bastards.
Northern monkeys.
Apart from the two Essex bastards.
Well,
This is Southern Fairy.
Fuck you.
Are you
How dare you mention my lineage when I mention yours?
You've been out.
I'm going to get all woke and write to the BBC. Claim I've got a disability and they'll give me my own television show.
That's an idea.
I ain't planning to do that.
Who's echoing?
Oh, I'll get my headphones on. Hang on.
Echo.
Echo.
But now, does it when you haven't got your headphones on? Oh, shit.
Oh, you can get it.
Tell you what I found out. I haven't tried it yet, but somebody told me about this noise cancelling software. Because I was going to say, like, I can hear people's noise and I can hear stuff going on. And apparently, you've got to pay for it, but you can get hacked versions of it. But I didn't end up getting a hacked version because I found out that the new graphics card I got has got a noise canceller built into it. But it doesn't just noise cancel your microphone. It'll take everything else it hears and the noise cancel that as well. So you can actually take all the streams coming through StreamYard, clean them, clean you, and pump it back out. It's quite good. Anyway, Next time we do a stream, I'm going to clean you because I can't expect other people to get this sort of stuff on their machines because it's a little bit like, how to do it. So it'd be good if I can just do it for them and myself. So that'd be good.
You're going to clean us, are you? Oh, a little bit of...
Guess how, sorry, I'm eating whilst I'm talking, but guess how cool it is? It can remove music from the background. It only has your voice. You can bang the table really loud there. Bang, bang, bang. You won't hear a thing. It's that good.
Oh, you're going to have to test that
Sounds like a
out.
nice bit of kit.
Yeah. Okay, that.
And stuff.
I mean, I might be able to turn it on actually because I haven't tried it yet.
Well, you might be able to hear my laptop fans going because
It's nice to see us on the panel together now. It's nice, isn't it?
Who it's
Nice. Like a big
My
cozy
work's done
family.
here. My work's done here now. Right.
I've got a bit of a big mouth. So I think it helps.
I mean, I'm starving. I want a good roast.
You want me to get a roast, are we, Carl?
Oh, I'd love a good roast. Come on, let's have a good roast. Am I joking? Where's Richie gone?
He's lost his video, he's saying there. He's lost his internet or something. He's
Oh,
jumped off.
Pain that is.
Has
Oh my
Macclesfield Magpie gone round and turn his router off?
oh God, yeah.
That was good and that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, I'll just unplug Carl's router when I try to charge my phone. Yeah.
That's cracking, that, isn't it?
Yeah, Steve Ellis saying you can have a bleeding fan blowing at it and it'll still block it out.
I need that. I need one of those. Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't even have that.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever
Will
I'm
that software work on editing films as well?
Well, the thing is, it's live, right? So it's not like
Oh, real time.
it's not a filter that you plug in and run through Premiere to clean something. It's like it's literally taking the live sound and it cleans it from your microphone. Boom. So you're clean. That's it. And then to make it so that it sounds better for when you're listening. So like if I'm listening to all this now and it's noisy, I can turn on speakers and I can switch on the switch and say, look, clean everybody else. So now you can hear me cleanly and I can hear you cleanly. But if I'm doing it the way I do it, where I capture StreamYard and pump it back out, then everybody's going to hear it clean. So it cleans everything. It's live. So like I've cleaned you now. It's on.
Squeaky.
You're all sounding really quiet.
I am not saying anything.
But if I turn it, but if I turn
Someone's
it off,
talking. Sorry. Oh, dear.
yeah.
Hello.
if I turn it-
Testing. 1 2. Testing. 1 2. Testing.
Testing,
1 2.
testing.
It's one of those. I wonder if
Three,
it's actually
four.
active at the moment. I think it is. And it says noise removal. Let me play a piece of music to you and see whether you can hear it. Because if I play it from my phone, see whether it cancels it. Maybe this is working, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
Let's see if we get
interesting,
some
innit?
copyright strikes. Warnings.
Yeah, copyright strike.
Only copyright warnings, that's all.
I'll-
Copyright claims.
I'll use a track that's okay for use on YouTube. You know.
Edward! Sorry.
Right. Can you hear the sound? Can you hear the sound?
Near the
effects?
clock.
Yeah,
Cocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, your intro
Your intro,
music.
I tell you what then. It's probably because this microphone on StreamYard has to be dialed into the NVIDIA broadcast, it's called. Right, let's try that in audio.
I was watching a lad's YouTube channel some years ago, and he had the same intro as yours, Matthew, but with obviously a different name.
Yes, it is a thing. Right, apparently now you'll be getting me clean. So I will turn it on and off so you can hear the difference. So you might hear my fan noise now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You might hear fan noise in my room.
You might hear
Okay.
me.
Yeah, slightly.
Little bit. Right, I'll turn it on now. So it's on now. Let's play the sound effect again from my. You hearing that?
No, it's like it's clipping
Crazy,
it.
huh? Crazy.
Yeah.
Right, it's gonna have
yeah.
music in a second. Ready? Music's gonna play.
Hey, that's crazy, isn't it?
It's full volume. Look. Full volume. You hear music?
Right.
Nothing.
No,
You
it's
can't
like,
hear music.
No, nothing, no.
No.
I'm going to turn it
That-
off. I'm going to turn it off, right? Ready? I'm going to reach down to my mouse. I'm going to turn it off. You hear music?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to turn it back on. Ready? Give it a second. It has to kick in.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah.
So,
Is that magic?
Magic.
That is black magic, isn't it? Let me shut the thing up. It's pretty
Well,
loud.
I want to hear a bit of music and you talking as the music's fading out, but so you don't hear the music, but you talking. But we know the music is there. Still.
You can actually dial in the strength of how much you want it. So actually, let's try to turn the strength of it down so you'll hear a bit that it gives you 50-50. Right, so there we are. So I'll turn it down. There we are. So you've got 50-50 now. You ready for music?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'll turn it down to about 20%, so you should hear more music now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like no effect at all. So you should be hearing me and the music quite loud now. I'll turn it all the way up. Right, hang on, give it a second because apparently it takes time to come in. Right, there we are. It's all the way back up. So it should kick in and stop the
That is awesome.
music.
How much
Yeah.
power is it?
But it means you could be in a noisy room with the kids buggering about with phones and things like that, dogs barking, tapping on a keyboard. It takes away the sound of tapping on your keyboard, going da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All that goes, right? It's
That's
just
good,
crazy.
Someone was
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that on your live stream a few weeks ago, weren't they? Tapping.
Was it me?
I believe that is.
I'm always bashing the buttons on the live streams.
That'll be.
You could hear a fan going as well, couldn't you? On was it Ryan's or no? It wasn't Ryan. What was the names? Jordan and the other one when they come on with the gas masks on.
That's right, yeah.
I'd gone by then.
Effing voodoo magic man.
Voodoo magic. That is voodoo magic. Because if you're in South Africa,
Predator 2.
and they've got music on, you can cut that
Voodoo
music.
magic
out,
man.
affect your dog.
Voodoo magic, they say she tap-ons.
Who's the bad man? Who's the bad man?
Wait, if you've seen Predator 2 then, Cup.
And me.
You want some candy?
Want some candy? Brilliant.
So it does a few other things as well. There's two packages. One can work on older NVIDIA graphics cards, and it's called NVIDIA Voice, and it only does voice. That's it. But the NVIDIA Broadcast, which works on the newer, it handles your microphone, your speakers, and the camera, and it can do blue screening live, but it can do intelligent cutout. Hang on, let me try it, because I can try it for you. Oh, it says the camera source is busy. I think I'd have to stop being on here, switch it on, and then it does the intelligent cutout. So basically, even though I haven't got a blue screen behind me, it will work out what my human shape is, and it will intelligently cut it out. But it works. It's only beta as well. It's they haven't fully released it, so it's a bit buggy, but it's still pretty good. Anyway, it's free.
Work in progress.
free.
Not bad though.
It's free. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
this company called Crisp, they do this just for audio, but they charge you £5. Is it a week? No. Is it £5 a month? It works out quite a bit. It's a fair bit of money anyway. It's £5 a week. It's good. It's just like this. It's not noise cleaning by the old standards, which is learning what white noise is and removing it. This is artificial intelligence. It analyzes the sound and subtracts all the bits that shouldn't be there. You know.
Have a bit here.
Mm.
Yeah. Aye.
Bye, Thomas.
Anyway,
Hey, Matt.
I just
Fingers
give
crossed
that
this
to you in
weekend.
passing because you said there was noises of other people, but I'm not hearing noises of other people now. It's just great for me.
Hey Matt, fingers crossed this weekend. I'm going to that place where you went the other week.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you left me a
His
message on that.
catchphrase. That's his catchphrase. Mm.
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's paid off.
So,
you know what I mean?
so
Is that the same bit I was talking about the other day?
that
Brilliant
place
video.
was pucker.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
don't think they'd let you climb around where we were climbing around because they consider that too dangerous. I still think you should go in there on your own and get the
Yeah.
footage. And if they don't let you, then you will have all of it then. Because, I mean, it's one of those, isn't it?
They've actually found a 400-year-old farm on there now.
Wow.
Mm.
So
Wow. That's a
big
clue,
news.
isn't it? There's a clue. Everybody will work out what you mean now.
Right, guys,
No.
I'm going to shoot off because I'm up early in the morning.
Okay, LW. Fantastic video before. Fantastic video before, by the way. Very sad,
Thank
but
you.
well put together. Very well
Yeah.
put together, mate.
Cheers. Thank you
Yeah,
very
if you're not
much.
seeing it, I'd recommend you go and watch that. It's brilliant, honest.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You're welcome, mate.
Thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks for everyone your comments in that earlier on, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
See you later. Thanks for coming up.
See you, mate.
It's gone.
Blind Explorer's in. Azir Mohammed. How are you doing, Blind Explorer?
I heard
Yeah.
I heard a story about this chap when I was in the place that he's talking about going to on Saturday, which is a crazy place. And somebody brought this chap's name up, and I learned the story because that's right, because there was a bee. There was a bee sticker, and I said, "Oh, what's that mean?" And he said, "Oh, that's in memory of the Hillsborough thing. Wasn't this what happened to your friend, the blind explorer?"
Oh,
Hillsborough
no,
disaster.
that was something what was triggered at Manchester Even News Arena.
Ah.
Do you know the Area Grande? What was the name?
Oh,
Yeah.
The concert, yeah.
yeah,
was this
that's
where
right.
this where your friend, the blind explorer, got injured? Then, yeah.
Yeah, I
lost
think it
his
was
sight.
due to a tumour or something like that. But yeah, I think it was something what triggered, to do with that.
Hmm.
Yeah. He took
Yeah,
us to
very
that
sad.
Victoria thing. He took us to
Well-
that Victoria. The bingo hall used to be a theatre in Salford. He took us
Theatre,
there.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was saying I would go out with him, but I wouldn't want to take him on the catwalks where we were the other day. I was like, one false step, and you're like, whoop.
You'd be unbelievable when you see him. He can walk across broken trees and everything. It's like he's still
Oh,
an ex-Royal Marine.
I wouldn't like to take him in a catwalk, so bloody hell.
Mm.
People would say, "Matt, you bastard," because if anything happened to him, they'd blame me. He'd probably want to do it, but I'd be like, nah. He'd probably be like, yeah, I'll do it.
That's what's happened to him. Yeah. I lost my eyesight because of double brain hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Caused by
right.
Manchester Arena.
Yeah. Oh, that's sorry to hear that. Shouldn't really say sorry. Sometimes it's not it's because it's good that you're with us. Yeah.
Mm.
Focus on the positives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Saying he's up for crazy stuff, Matt.
He is.
And
Yeah.
how does he do? Because he's
Tap.
doing it pretty quickly. Is he
Something,
voice typing?
something. Is it something tappy? Show me something tap. Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
sort of app you can do. It says something tap tap something. I can't remember what it's called now.
Climbing.
He's certainly responding quickly to the things. I
Yeah.
mean, the trouble I get when I use that voice typing is I've had
Talk
some
back.
real. Oh, I stopped using it because sometimes, I mean, it would put it would sexualize the comments I'm trying to make. I would say things like, "So I'll see you next Tuesday," or something. It would go, "Have you got a cervix next Tuesday? I want to see it," and I'd be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "Bloody hell, see you," and it's gone a cervix, and I'm like, "Hello,"
Yeah.
just like. They should be red flagged words that it tries not to use. You know what I mean? It's like bloody hell. And there's a number of times, and I read back through the messages, and I've gone, oh shit, and I've had to apologise to people because I said I didn't really mean to say that. That was voice typing, and it was like that happens so many times. Now I prefer leaving a voice message, actual physical voice. I can't do that voice typing anymore. It's just too risky.
Stop fighting.
I know what you mean, Matt, because I do a lot of voice text as well, and it does my head in when it gets the words wrong and stuff.
Oh, you should use Series 1.
Somebody was chatting about their drone, and I was trying to say, if anybody's got a drone, just so you save your batteries, right? It's a real thing, right? It's in the manual. I think it's in most of the DJI manuals, but how many people read the manuals? And when they read them, it doesn't sink in first time. You have to read them like 3 months later when you actually know what you're doing then, and it starts to go, they do tell you in the manual, but a lot of people will go, no, I've never read that. It's there. They tell you, don't push your batteries beyond 30%, right? So basically you should be landing at 30%. And the way you know you're doing damage to your batteries is because if you fly around below 30%, when you land, the more towards zero you are, when you pick your drone up, that battery's hot, right? So if you get it at 30%, it'll be warm. If you're like 20%, it'll be quite warm. 10%, quite toasty. 0%, nearly too hot to touch. Yeah, that does damage to your batteries. So if you're coming into land and say you're way away and you're descending gently whilst you're coming, that will be less power. So you can kind of get down to about 25, 20. But you don't want to be thinking about taking off and doing hard maneuvers at 20%. You want to be, that's coming in slowly, gently landing. You want to be in by 30%. If you keep doing that, your batteries never get warm. If you keep doing it, you're going to get 1,000 cycles out of your battery. If you go down to 0%, you're going to get 200 cycles out of that battery if you're lucky. You are damaging the battery. So it's only in emergencies would you ever take it down to 0. However, every once in a while, they do tell you that you are to take it down to 0%, but not whilst flying, right? You've got to turn the drone on, and you just got to leave it there overnight and let it go down gently down to 0 and then charge it up. And it likes to do that maybe every 20, 30 flights or something like that, I think it is. But apart from that, 30% on the ground. So set your triggers for the battery warning to tell you about 40%, return to home, 35%, yeah, and 30% on the ground. It's, definitely good advice because I've been using it for years and my batteries, they never go wrong. So
is it the heat that what causes the damage?
Heat, yeah.
So
they don't like being charged when they're cold as well. They won't let you charge them when they're cold. They'll actually just flash at you and won't charge.
I was going to say, in theory, you send it up like in the cold weather, what we've been having recently, you'll be able to run that battery a bit lower without damaging it.
No. They don't like working in the cold, but they get hot through use, so they'll actually warm themselves up. But if you try to take off and it's too cold, it won't take off. If you try to charge it and it's cold, it won't charge. If you try to charge it when it's hot, they won't charge. You have to cool them down to be able to charge them. So they like to work in the sort of like 20-degree range. They're sort of like, that's the happy medium. But if you power in really hard as well in sport mode, and if you've hacked your drone to make it go even harder than sport mode, like sport mode plus, which most drones don't do, but if you over rev it, the batteries will get hot then, and it will actually come up with warnings saying you're overdoing it, you're maxing out your motors. It will warn you, yeah. So it's like if you want to keep pushing it, your batteries are going to get hot. But they won't get hot when they're at 100%. They'll mostly start freaking out about 40 to 30 if you're maxing it out. But anything with normal flight below 30 will roast your batteries. So
Yeah.
just be thinking. A lot of people I know, I've said to them, I said, you're flying, and they're going, yeah. Oh, I'm nearly at 0. And I've said, you mean 30? And they went, no, 0. And I'm like, what are you flying down to 0 for? And they go, oh, but because that's when you want to land, isn't it? And I'm like, so you didn't read the manual. And he's like, yeah, well, that's what it means, isn't it? And I was like, no, 0 means you're falling out of the sky and you're damaging your batteries. 30 is landing. Yeah, it's 0's emergency. That's it. It's like, oh, because you miscalculated, you're too far away and you're having to come home. That's because you cocked it up. Yeah, 30 is when you land. Always think 30, I'm on the ground. Your batteries will love you and you don't have to spend loads of money on them. And you won't get any of this stuff that ducks go quack. It may be because of overcooking the batteries. One of them will go low. And what happens then is the resistances, what they call the resistances of the battery, have changed. And what happens when one goes low, it means that all the power you charge them up with, the other two will charge up, or all of them will charge up, but one's low. And what they do then is, instead of feeding the power out equally, they dump their power into the crap one and roast that one. So it's almost like white hot. Yeah. So they dump their power into that one, and that one goes white hot until it fails. Yeah. So then you'll have a complete failure, and the drone will fall out of the sky. So once it starts showing you as a dip on one of the batteries, the other batteries are punishing that battery even more. So it'll fail even faster and harder. So when you start to spot it, you want to think about maybe not using that battery too much, or if you are going to use it, gently flying on that battery. No hard flying, because it'll be dumping all the power into that battery and roasting that one, whereas normally all three would be equally being used up. Anyway, I won't bore you with any more. But
I've numbered my batteries, so I have 1, 2, and 3.
That's what a battery looks like when it hits 2.
Yeah,
Just let's get it up 1 minute, Alex. Go on.
that's called a puffing battery.
That was in my drone battery. I opened it, thought, why are those? That looks a bit bold.
Sometimes, yeah, they can be used when they puff. They can be used as long as they're still all the same voltage, because they're all the same resistance. But if one of them is low in a puffed battery, yeah, you want to think about maybe getting rid of it. But if it puffs up because you've been abusing it, taking it down to 0, they'll puff up then. They'll puff up when they're hot, and they puff up when they're undercharged as well. Because I don't know if you know about these lithium ions the center voltage for them is 3.5 volts. Okay, and they like to go 0.5 under that and 0.5 above it. Right, yeah. So basically, they can go to 3 volts. Or 4 volts, but they like to sit when they're not being used and put in storage. They like to sit right at their center voltage, which is 3.5. So that's why when you pick one up, it's 3.5 volts. But when you charge it, it's 4, and when you discharge it, it's 3. Right? But if you discharge it below 3, or you overuse it, now they won't allow you to do that because DJIs will say no, they'll stop you. Yeah, but RC batteries for older equipment, they'll allow you to discharge it below 3. You wreck the battery. That's when you are absolutely heating the battery up and wrecking it. You go below 3, you're wrecking that battery. That's it, game over. If you take it to 0, you might as well just forget that battery, because if you try charging that back up, it's going to be like, yeah. They live at 3.5. That's it.
Well, I'm going to step down off the panel because I know nothing at all about stuff like this. And I'll let someone else come on the panel if that's okay, Will, who, like ducks go quack. Yeah. But yeah, I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the chat anyway. I just think it's pointless being on a panel if that you're not going to speak much.
Well, you're going to get a drone call. It's just going to mean something to you. It's going to mean something to you. You need to know this shit.
Yeah.
Just remember, don't go below 30% when you're flying, and your batteries will last forever, Carl. People will be saying to you, "How long have you had your battery?" And you'll be saying, "Oh, I've had it years." And they'll be going, "No, I've had to change it 3 times." And they'll be going, "What's your secret, Carl?" 30%. And they've all been raping them down to 0, and they can't understand why they keep having to change them.
I haven't done that quite now, Carl. I hardly hear you. No, I hardly hear you.
He's
What's
put his-
happened?
You can't hear me.
Ah, that's it. Now I can.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm going to step down and let someone else call. Like Ducks Go Quack. He said he wants to come on and speak to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in the chat anyway. And plus, I've got to sort the kittens out. A nice little box to put them in more comfort place.
Yeah, no worries.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop them fighting.
All right. I'll see you. Yeah. I'll see you soon. Anyway, I'll be in the chat anyway with Richie. Richie's still in the chat, and the rest.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a
Cheers.
good
See you in a bit.
Carl.
Cheers.
No worries at all. See you in the chat.
Mind you, they could be screaming and fighting, and your dog could be snarling at you, and I'm not hearing any of it now. There could be somebody could be like, "Please help me," and it's like, well, I'd hear that because it's a voice. I'd hear that. What wouldn't I hear? I don't know.
What smells coming from my cat?
Yeah, I might not hear your arse emitting gas. Alex, yeah.
I've done that before today. Muted my speaker while I'm releasing gas.
Oh, right, yeah. You won't have to now. You just go like this, lean on your side, rip one, and it's all taken care of by the AI technology. It's like
So
those
get rid of the
pants.
smell.
Yeah, when you go into a motorway services, they have those stupid frigging adverts that's in front of you in the urinals. Have you seen an advert for a thing called Shreddies?
No.
Shreddies. Yeah, it's not like shredded wheat. They're just called Shreddies. Apparently, they're underpants that filter out your farts. So you can fart in them, but no fart will escape from you. It's like Pampers, but they breathe. They let the air come out, but they don't let the fart smell come out. A bit like activated charcoal that takes the smell out of cannabis growing. Yeah. And I'm thinking, just who the hell's going to need to have pants like that? Unless, of course, you just like farting diarrhea all the time, like you're a stinking rat arse, But most people, you can just go around a corner and let one off. I'm not going to get high-tech pants so I can just fart around my friends all the time and just I just fart right next to people now. Sorry, I thought I'd just share that with you. But I bet people have seen those ads. Shreddies.
Why am I on the screen?
I heard that.
Be on the screen there. No, I've not seen them, Matt, actually.
They look like what Alex has got on his head now. I think that's a gas prevention device, isn't it? You just need to pull it right over the face to prevent all gas. You need to just pull it right down and tie it off with a rubber rope about 6 times.
Jeez, I'm not gonna ever. Oh my god! So that's died
Sweating? You sweating?
Yeah, a lot.
Mm.
I thought you were going to go swimming.
I need to
I've
match
got
this one.
messages on as well.
I'm the youngest,
Well,
But a bald cap, really.
Trying to
Aye.
mimic me, aren't you? You're trying to become me. Get rid of your beard then. You got rid of the square, that's stage 1. Now you've got the ball cap. And get rid of the beard.
I guess
Then
that what you
then
would look
get
like.
out
mixed.
and do some frigging explores. Then you can be me.
Hey, Matt, you and Alex. Alex is you and Tappet merged as one.
Not happening. Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Myself.
Screwed up genetic.
I made a joke once, which I can't actually say, but I'll kind of I'll allude to it. I said, wouldn't it be weird if you met your double and you could have sex with them and it was you, and it was actually you? Would you do it if it was you? Because you'd know all about you, wouldn't you? You know what turns you on. You'd know if it was your double. That's all I'm going to say about that joke, but you can apply that in various ways, that joke. I think I also upset somebody one day with that one.
I suppose whether it's that way, wouldn't it? Whether you're that way inclined to go with the same sex as your person.
Mm.
Fair enough, there might be females out there watching it, so I'm not saying man or it's person, yeah. So it depends whether you're in that way inclined at first. Then you've got the other options, like Matt was saying as well. So yeah, it's a weird question. But like Matt's saying, it's not a question, it was a joke, but we don't know the rest of it.
Well, I
So
am
maybe
gay, so I would like blokes, and if I met myself or had a clone of myself, I would probably think, oh, that's kind of weird, isn't it? You know? Yeah. Maybe we'd be suited for each other. I don't know. Maybe me and me would be suited for each other. Maybe we'd hate each other. Maybe, you know, I don't know.
I wonder whether there's another Matt out there, exactly the same personality, different face, and if you bumped into him, would your personality clash against each other?
That's it. Yeah. Because we'd be too much alike, and I'd be picking holes in me like I pick holes in everybody else. So yeah, probably hate each other.
Well,
yeah. Yeah. Probably.
Hopefully, go up to Heathrow at some point.
That's into Twilight Zone, isn't it? Twilight Zone, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, pretty soon you'll be able to go up there without fear of sort of COVID fines, just fear of security. Then, but there, you know, you can deal with that, can't you?
Get around, don't they?
Yeah.
Just kick them.
Security's nothing.
Yeah.
Got legs round.
It's funny, some security just like, yeah, we'll just call the police. It's like, isn't your job to kick them out?
Yeah.
It seems silly because they come out, police can't do anything because it's a civil offence, isn't it?
Yeah, but they tell that we've learnt over the years that the police just tell them that you've done something outrageous to get the police out. And the police say, well, where's the evidence of this outrageous thing? And they go, oh, there isn't any. And it's like, so the police should go like, you know, piss off, you wankers. It's like, we're not coming out again if you call us. But the thing is, you know, it's like the police, they seem to be this like constant, it's like the boy that cries wolf, but the police will just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming every time you bloody call them. They don't seem to sort of, maybe they do.
Can you just answer Lulu there? That's my own channel, that. Yeah. Oh, Sam and Jess. Got Rapid Man. Got Matt there. And me there. Matt not recognise me with short hair. Need an haircut. Either that or get a cap like him. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's Halloween cap, this one.
So what?
You can get the professional ones, which actually seal everything in there.
I just thought it's just like your shower cap or something.
It's a Halloween thing.
Yeah. I did put the film, this picture behind me was an Explorer, and I did have it on the screen here for playing, and then it's gone to another live stream on my channel after that video finished. Just letting people know on my chat.
Hello, he's got a motor. There we are. Can I get a hello? Hello, he's got a motor.
Where is it? Yeah, you can get a hello. Let's see his comment there. Oh, that's not the right one. Hello. That still works.
Sorry. Got
I'm going to bring up the chat thing because I'm not looking at the chat. I very rarely do look at the chat actually, because when I'm in StreamYard, I can't see it.
I can't use my electroscope in London anymore. It's cheeky buggers.
What, you don't?
Yeah, no, they're illegal. They're
illegal all over the UK.
It's stupid.
Skips?
But you can rent a scooter in London, perfectly legal. But you're not allowed to own your own one, personal one. It's like, because they think it's safer to have a rented one.
Which has been abused and destroyed and falling apart and not maintained to the high quality that you'd look after your own.
I don't find anything wrong with them, but I've had somebody smack my car with one, and I weren't happy money. And they weren't insured. They just got. They went. They just. I went. Oh, what are you doing? They sort of went, "Fuck off, mister," and pissed off.
Yeah.
So I'm not happy about them. Not being fun. I mean, if you want one, have one, but either insure it or be sensible is probably the better option.
It's a bit like pedal bikes, though. They're not insured either. And if one of them twats your car, I'm sure they'd have told you to bog off again.
Yeah, I know.
But in London,
I'm
if you get
but some of them are idiots.
they give you points on your license. If you've got provisional, obviously they give you 3 points on that.
Well, you want to hire it off your mate, and your mate wants to hire yours off you.
Yeah.
I think that effectively they're going to have to let some of this stuff come in, because
Yeah.
you can't say that you're trying to be green and you've got an ultra low emission zone in the centre of London, and like, oh, you can only use bicycles, you can't use electric bikes, and you can't use scooters and shit like that. You know, that's bullshit. And then saying, oh, you can only use like government sanctioned ones, you know, and all this. Nah, that's not gonna work. So I think allowing the trial scheme is okay for now, because eventually it'll probably open the floodgate to kind of letting everybody use them. But there's different classes, you see. I mean, 15 miles an hour they're supposed to be limited to, and some of those things can easily do 30, and there's some out there that'll do 70. 70 on a scooter is like insanity.
What?
Also, you can get electric motorbikes now as well. Do they count as electrical bicycles on the logbook? They are.
What's the point of having an electrical bike? Come on, you can either pedal or you're not higher.
Yeah. Well, some of them.
Well,
are
I don't
fast
like
enough, you know.
pedaling me.
Yeah.
That's why I like
Some
the
of those
motorbikes.
electric bikes. Yeah. I mean, electric cars like Teslas, they beat everything. And same with bikes, you know, the electric bikes, motorbikes, you can actually get like racing motorbikes for racing around tracks, and they're ridiculously fast. But it's just whether or not you're prepared to tax it and get it legal, because you can have it. You can have one, but you just have to go and get it MOT'd and taxed. So.
Oh, Richard Hammond crashed the world's fastest one, 200 mile an hour or something.
It was a bit faster, 200 miles an hour.
I think he crashed it at that speed as well. Literally rolled. It was on fire and everything. That because obviously
You talk about when he tried to break the land speed record.
I think so, yeah. And the
Yeah,
batteries.
about 700 miles an hour. He's in a coma for a few days, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a different one.
That was
This is the
the
electric one. This is a different country.
electric. That was an electric car, wasn't it? And it went down a hill in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland,
Oh,
I
was
think.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a prototype, and he crashed their prototype electric car.
5 days it took him to put that out.
Sorry, Duck, I thought I sent the link in before, but I stuck it in the thing, but forgot to post it. So, Duck, there's your link for you to come up. Sorry about that.
Oh my god, finally see ducks or hear him. I know what he wants to do.
Yeah, Hammond did a hill climb. It was a hill climb, but wasn't a hill climb in an electric car? Am I getting that wrong?
Okay.
I am not.
What's that, Matt? Did you say?
Yeah, there's Frank Trigg saying Hammond did a hill climb. It was a hill climb in Switzerland, but he wasn't used to the kind of the way an electric car behaves and picks up, and I think he basically overcooked it. But and sort of just they're capable of a lot more power than a petrol car can do. So,
But he can only go about 100 miles. He couldn't go any further.
true, you know, the range is the big problem, isn't it? Yeah.
The other two were like, how come we're going 100 miles? They worked it out. The car couldn't go over 100 miles or something. So they were like,
Yeah.
Really?
Suppose if we're going to have a 24-hour Le Mans electric race, in the pit stops, they'd have to change the battery, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
In
That would slow them down.
Swap batteries.
Unless they just like have a car where it just drops down, then hydraulic up, swap the battery that way, then drops down on it again.
Yeah.
They were thinking about that, but I don't think anyone could agree on a standard, and it was still going to be a pain in the arse to to drop stuff out at the bottom, and they can't even agree on the charging systems at the moment. Like Tesla won't allow its fast chargers to work with other people's cars. They're like, no, our fast charger only works with our car, and that's just because they don't want anyone else having the ability to charge as fast as theirs.
Well, at the end of the day, if I run a country and they want to sell their cars in my country, you've got to use a 3-pin plug socket. You know what I mean? You've got to standardise it. Simple as that. And I'm sure it would take off because obviously
there's about 3 or 4 at the moment, I think. 3 or 4 different types, and a Tesla can charge on a standard one, but you've got to take the standard one and convert it into Tesla, then chuck that in your car, because the Tesla's got its shape, and then the standard one is like a round one. Tesla's is like a sort of square one with round edges, I think it is. And there's about 4 of them, and you do have to carry all the variants because they won't give it to you at the charge point. You have to connect it yourself. But when it detects what type of car you've got, I think they talk to each other digitally, and it says, I'm this car, I can take this much power, and then it'll go and give you that power. If your car says, oh, I can take a lot of power, it'll give you a lot of power, but you can't go to a Tesla, which gives you loads of power, because it'll go, oh, no, you slow charge, sorry. Even if your car can take a fast charge, Tesla will go, no, only for Tesla. You can have a slow charge, you know?
Tesla do have, I think it's in this country, do have I've noticed it on some of their newer stuff, has the Type 2 connector on it. I was like, that doesn't look like a Tesla connector.
Yeah. Can I just say, don't so quack. I didn't mean it using a 3-pin plug. It just meant like a universal plug to use in the UK or whatever countries. I reckon that, like the EU, when we was all part of the EU, would decide, right, let's choose this plug for everyone in the EU. That's what I mean. I think it's just common sense.
What you mean. That sort of 3-pin, one of those pins is just an earth. But in some systems, 3-phase, all 3 are capable of transmitting power at 3-phase. So it depends what type of 3-pin you mean. And some of the bigger 3-pins, the IECs, you can get 60s and 120 amp IECs. And in 3-phase mode, one of those can put out a hell of a lot of power.
In our countries, it's 3-pin, and in other countries, 2-pin and stuff like that. It's like a standardised fitting they should have on all cars that needed to be sold in this country or in any other country. Should, like you say, standardise the charging, like they've done with the petrol and the diesel spouts. One's bigger than the other, so you can't get mixed up, even though people still do.
But believe it or not, there's a... Sorry, Richard? Richie? Hello, sir, by the way.
Who will put the wrong fuel in their car, but...
What, you have?
Yeah, well, actually, yes, I have, but yeah, it just seems like everything's done to kind of, be just safe and kind of, whatever, from like 2 settings for a thing when it shouldn't be. Sorry for interrupting that.
That's all right. I was going to say there's actually a law came in through the European Union. I think it was taken up by a number of countries to say that phones had to standardize using USB, and Apple said no. And they produced the Lightning connector. They produced 2 or 3 other connectors after that law came in, right? And they just said no. We disagree. We're not having that. And they totally non-standardized everything because, of course, that's Apple. They want to sell you their weird chargers, and they're not going to let you buy a cheap charger to plug into their stuff. They want you to pay 80 quid for a charger.
Well, I'd say to that, you're not selling any of them phones in this country then.
That would be my way of dealing with it too. But, your governments are not really doing that. They also said you're not allowed to bundle a charger in with a phone. You're not allowed to bundle a charger. You have to reuse an old charger. And they were, that became law as well. And, of course you have to have it with an Apple because there's, you've got to have it with a phone because otherwise they're selling it to you without a charger. You've got to go buy one and it's an extra 100 quid from Apple for a charger.
I think they've done that now with Android as well because you don't get a charger now with your phone.
Yeah. Because there's so many chargers out there just going to waste,
Matt, you saying Teslas can be used on other power outlets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can other cars use Tesla power outlets?
You can, if you can, but you've got to have a converter. Like most cars will have to have a converter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can charge it, but it won't allow you to supercharge at the Tesla rate. And fast chargers that are for other cars won't allow a Tesla to supercharge off that. You've got to use a Tesla to supercharge. So yeah, there's all sorts of crap like that going on.
Yeah.
People in the United States, they've got 110 volts. That's what the US runs on. But you can't fast charge in your home unless you have 240 volts, 3-phase, which is like, because it's 2-phase normally. So you're going to have a 240 volt, 3-phase supply pumped into your house to get your Tesla charger working in the States. Whereas in this country, we work on 240 anyway. And you can ask very easily to get a 3-phase because most houses have the wires coming in, but you only use 2 phases, and your neighbour uses the other phase, and then they go to the net. It keeps alternating like that from house to house. But you can actually ask for that. But in the States, it's a real thing to say, "Can I have 240 volts, please, 3-phase?" And they got to like pull in bloody big cables to your house to make it happen. But that's unless you do, you take about 4 days to charge your car. The Tesla at your house is just like, nope.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, be saying they should make an Apple car. Would you be a customer of theirs?
Apple are making a car. They are actually doing it.
Oh,
they
yeah.
are, and yes.
Panasonic or something.
Would you buy it?
2 years later, it would say, "Oh, sorry, mate, we can only do 30 miles an hour now." And it's like, "Oh, you need another one now?" You'd be like, "Yeah, right.
Right.
My 2-year-old car is now out of date. I got to buy another one." Nah.
Yeah. Your memory's getting full in your car. You've got to slow it down.
Yeah.
Need an update.
Yeah, they sell you your £50,000 car with 16 gigs of RAM, or 32, or 64, or 256. But you're going to spend 50 grand, but they're still going to try and screw a couple £100 out of you for like little things like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't like companies that have control over your electric vehicle. It's like,
hey, if Apple make a car, you can be guaranteed it will detect what tires you put on it, and it won't allow you to use anything apart from Apple tires, although it won't start. I bet you. I bet you. Yeah.
The wrong plug as well.
Yeah.
No, can't use that on it. Apple for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it a night now. Thanks everyone coming up, and thank you everyone in the chat. Oh, he's back again.
If you apologise, comment.
I just love the way Apple have brought out 5 generations of this. Is it 5 or more? They're probably even higher now. 5 generations of Apple Watch. And yet, the charging time and the amount of time it stays on has not got better.
No.
It's just exactly the same.
Why would you want to better it? Because then you can sell the next one on. That's what it's all about.
It's frozen.
But do you think they'd say, well, look, it was 18 hours, now it can stay 22 hours without being charged, and then the next one would be like, oh, it's 24 hours. We'll increase the performance, the efficiency, we'll make them last longer. No, they know that people are just suckers. They'll take any shit they're given. They literally spoon feed horse shit into their mouth, and Apple users will go in, more horse shit, please put some cow shit in there as well.
That's all right.
Yeah, and some beetles, get some ants in my mouth. Go on, just whilst you're shoveling the shit in there. Yeah, it just seems like Apple users will take it. They seem to think that it's wonderful, and I just think it's abhorrent. Like having I mean, I love the fact that I won't have to put a battery in this for like 10 years. That's great. I don't want to bugger about with this.
Yeah. Going back to World War II, They used to have radioactive generators
What?
in some places. Have you never
World
heard
War
of that?
Two?
I think it's World War.
WW2?
Or was it World
Yeah.
War? Cold War.
World War
I'm not
Three,
too
probably. That's what it
World
was.
War III. Even though
Yeah.
World War III's not kicked off yet. No,
Yeah.
I heard that they had a special portable radioactive things that you used to. Yeah.
They may well have
Everything
done. I mean, they use
Makeup was radioactive as well, didn't they? And everything.
Yeah.
radioactive China. You can get uranium glass stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good possibility because they use radioactive stuff in satellites, although it's been a little bit kind of outlawed now because what happens when the satellite crashes back to Earth? And that's been a problem in the past because it has spread radioactive waste all over the place, and they don't like talking about that that's actually happening. It is a thing.
Nuclear batteries, yeah, that's one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Voyager was nuclear powered. It's got a nuclear decay battery. They are good, but it's what happens when things go wrong. It's all right if you're sending something out into space where it doesn't really matter. It's like great. The more radioactive, the better. Like fire it off, boosh. But if something goes wrong on launch, you've got a slight problem then, haven't you? It's like a little bit of rubbish is spreading out there.
Right. Before he disappears again, just get Richie up so he can take you.
I'm really sorry about tonight. It's just whenever I kind of slightly move either my tablet or my camera, it just goes poof. So I apologize for that.
Cool.
Are you on Wi-Fi then? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got it linked in directly. I really could do with doing that. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Ricky, for coming up.
Well, thank you for having me tonight.
No, you're always welcome.
And and sorry, it just kind of kept on going off and everything else. So I do apologize about that, guys. It was cool.
All right, see you in a bit, Rick. Bye.
Right. Yeah, bye.
Cheers.
Don't forget to check his channel out, everyone, if you haven't already. And then it's
Oh, yeah. Tell you something quick, but it'll interest you. There's a guy called Big Clive, I think it's BigClive.com, and he does tear down videos and he dismantles things. Now, I don't know if this is bullshit or not, but he did nuclear rations, it were called. They were given to the Scottish military, and they used to give them a certain ration pack, and they gave him a thing that was about this big.
Oh.
And it basically, you pull it out, and when you pull it out, it becomes slightly critical, and you could put it in pot noodles and things and warm food. So he said, they're very hard to get hold of. I tried looking everywhere for this stuff, and there was nothing really about them. So I thought it might have been some sort of like joke he was playing, but then, enough to warm food, warm water. But you wouldn't, as he said, you don't put it next to you, and you've got to stow it correctly because the radiation won't come through there. But you wouldn't want to keep it on your body. You'd keep it like in your backpack, and it's far enough away from your skin so that radiation won't get to you. But because radiation dies away very quickly in certain types of radiation, and apparently somebody's going to tell me it's bullshit. I know it's probably bullshit, but I would love it to not be bullshit.
Yeah.
No,
I've seen that for
at
myself.
the very end, he does tell you what it is. It's not anything to do with nuclear. He made
Is
it
it?
up. He actually made it up.
Oh, bastard.
Yeah.
He did that with a doll once. Put a firework in the doll's ass. He lit it and it was like, what the fuck's this all about? And it turns out it was a joke. I thought it was real.
God.
It's
But yeah, I mean, you could get radiation to run things because that's what they do in submarines.
Yeah.
That's
what they do in the power station as well. Just lower the rods in and out of a tube, don't they? Yeah, same reaction.
Yeah. And it's the tube stops them going critical, and the water that they use as well. But yeah, I mean it's viable. It's very viable, but it's dangerous.
Alex,
Yep.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What cream did you use on your head to get all that air that quick?
I don't know. It's just quick spray and boom, it's all back.
Wow. Matt, do you want a tin?
I could do with some, yeah. I could do with some. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to kick Alex off now. He's been on the longest apart from me. So let's get him up and say his bits.
Yeah. Hello everyone, my channel is Random TV, obviously. Some of you know me as doing crazy 24-hour live streams. And that's about it really. And see you later. I really can't do an outro.
Thanks very much for coming up, Alex. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks for letting me up. Thank you.
No worries, mate. Yep, he's gone. Get Mr. John up, because he's not said much today, have you?
No, I haven't. But I'm John Bengal Presents. I interview urban explorers and other people. Check my channel out, do a bit of exploring as well. If you haven't already subscribed to me, please do so, along with the Secret Vault, who's down here somewhere, and Urban Legend UK, who's up here somewhere when you come back on. So subscribe to those guys as well. Take care all. Thanks for tuning in. And Urban Legend UK, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no worries. Before you disappear,
Yeah.
your last video you did of that storm tunnel. It's only a short tunnel, no, where it goes underneath the road.
Yeah, the bridge, yeah.
Yeah, the bridge. The first thing I noticed was how high the water came up to, the height on the wall.
Oh, Christ, where all the green algae is. Yeah, you can see, and you can see where it's all been. It's been all the stuff in the river or the stream has been treaded down with all the water we've had recently. So I'd like to see that when it's high, but not much chance of getting there when it's high.
Oh, it was up to your chest height, wasn't it? The tide mark basically, and you was on the concrete mark.
That's right.
So that was right away. That.
Yeah, and there's no way to get to it. Like I thought it's like where you put the cattle, where they put the cattle through to go to like another field, but it isn't. There's no way of getting in or out of it. It's all fenced off and everything, so it's just literally just a water right way that no one knows about. But yeah, it's just really good find. I love it in there, and it's all. I found out it's actually all corrugated over it, and they've just painted it black. And then obviously you can see where the water goes up. Been there years, but yeah, it's good. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks very much, John, coming on. H. Jasper, I'm going to use your. I'm going to get the video and upload it onto my channel. I'm going to play it, not next week, probably in about another 3 weeks' time, because a few other people said they're going to send me their version still. So thanks very much, Jasper. He's saying good night to you there, Mr. Bingle. And on that one, see you later, John. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
I've got something for you. Would you like to see the video of the cinema from the other perspective? Because you've done yours, which is very good, which is why I came all the way up to Manchester, because I saw your video and Urban Lad's video in the cinema. But I've got it. It's ready to go. It's literally ready to premiere if anybody wants to watch it. So if you're going, I could put it on.
What, is it premiere on your channel, you mean, or a little sneak
preview? I can put it on and people can have a look at you in the cinema if they haven't already seen you in the cinema.
You heard it, guys. Go and check Mr. Secret Vault's next video out. Coming out in a few minutes. Thank you very much, Matt, for coming in. And
that's all right.
Well,
sorry I couldn't have come earlier on. I would have, but I was going somewhere. Then it turned out I wasn't going somewhere, so I should have come on all along, but there we are. But thanks for having me in.
No, it's all right. Much respect. Cheers. And Now I'll get myself up.
And thanks to this guy, Urban Legend, for taking us out on the weekend, because we crashed up into Manchester and we said, Urban, we ain't got nowhere to go. And he dropped what he was doing and he took us out and showed us loads of stuff all day and was ready to keep going and keep going and keep going. But see, he hadn't had to drive 6 hours up to get there. So he had loads of energy. We didn't. But thank you to Urban Legend. If you need a tour guide, just ring him up. He'll drop whatever he's doing. He'll come and see you. It don't matter if you're unknown. He'll just drop everything and he'll come and see you. Or is it just because it was me? But thank you.
That's cool. All right, thanks, Matt, for coming up. See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. What have we done there?
No, we're back.
Oh, hello.
We're fighting. We don't want to go. We're fighting.
Right, thanks everyone for joining in and watching my channel and making a good evening. I appreciate all the chats today on the chat. It's been quite a few chatting. It's not been stopped all night, basically. The chat's been constant, and that just shows how good my viewers are. Yeah. All right. Stay safe. Like I say, I'll try and drop a video out before next Tuesday. If not, then check out the ones I just did. I've dropped 3 videos in this last week, so that's 3 more than normal, basically. So, yeah, cheers, everyone. Good night. Stay safe. Check out the video in a few minutes on the Secret Cults channel. Cheers.